What's up, everybody? Liv here. Welcome back to the channel. So thank you guys for joining me. Go ahead and like and subscribe and share if you care. And you guys know that I have to pump these videos out on a Saturday morning. So that's what I'm doing. It's around 8-ish or so. And I have 3 videos to pump out. The first video is, which is going to be this video, is why the Glock 19/17 is overrated. Okay, hold on. The second video is going to be why the Glock 19/17 is not overrated. All right, so calm down. But anyway, I'm going to get those 2 videos out, and then I'm going to do a third video. And so I'll pump them out throughout the week. But before we get into this video, it's brought to you by Vetter Holsters. Now, you guys know I rock with Vetter Holsters. I've been with them for quite some time. My favorite holster of theirs is the light tuck holster, which is an inside the waistband holster. But they also have outside the waistband holsters. They have mag holders, EDC belts, T-shirts, etc., etc. Made in America, 100% warranty, and the customer service is impeccable. So go ahead and go to www.vetterholsters.com. Check out what they have, and remember, if you buy anything, please use my code 32icon for 10% off your entire order. All right? So we're about to get into this video. Okay, so why is the Glock 19/17 overrated? All right. I have, for viewing purposes, the Glock 19 Gen 5, okay? So it's empty, as you can see. No ammo in the magazine. My hands have a whole bunch of lotion on them, so the gun tends to slip in my hands with all the lotion. But here we go. And I'm going to use the Glock 17, okay? This is the Terran Tactical with the suppressor sights, yada, 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 the magwell. But I don't think I have another stock Glock. So this is the closest I can get. So anyway, why are they overrated? All right, so the first reason why I believe the Glock 19, and I'm going to just say Glock 19, but this also refers to the 17, okay? So, why is the Glock 19 overrated? First reason, the horrible Glock angle. Okay, so you guys know, if you ever shot a Glock, that if you look at the angle of it, and I probably shouldn't have worn a black shirt, but if you look at the angle of it compared to maybe its competitor, let's say the M&P. The M&P angle, if you notice, it has, like, the grip is a little more, I should say, upright than the Glock, which is a little more angled, if that makes sense. And so when you are shooting the Glock, it is an angle that you have to get comfortable of having in your hands. Now, when new shooters pick up the Glock, sometimes, you know, that's the first thing they point out. Like, it feels weird. When I picked it up, I'm like, oh, it feels weird. Same thing with the 17. Even though it's a bigger gun, it's more comfortable. And so the Glock angle is a little more deceptive. However, when you pick it up, it's like, I don't know, it feels weird. So it's an acquired taste. But anyone who is experienced in shooting, you know that you have to practice with this firearm. You have to get used to the angle. And so because of that, I think the angle of the Glock could have been completely different. Are they ever going to change it? Absolutely not. But for me, that's one of the reasons why it's overrated. Number 2, less than ideal stock sights. Now, on my 19, I switched it out for the night sights. So you're not going to really be able to tell. But they have that U-shape plastic 3-dot sights, which they're trash, to be honest, because if the gun falls or anything like that, those sights are going to crack. But they could at least put some aluminum or metal sights, but the plastic sights they just shortchanged us. And so because of that, now you're getting firearms right out of the box with decent sights, like the CZ I showed you. Also, the M&P. Again, I changed these sights on here, but the M&P have different sights. When you pick up the VP9 from HK, again, this is compared to this Glock 17, but same thing, luminescent sights. You charge them during the day, they'll work in low light, and I think they could have done something like that instead of putting the plastic, like football field sights on the Glock. So yeah, they definitely could have changed that. The other thing, and I'm sorry that most of my guns are upgraded, but the stock trigger on the Glocks are less than average. Okay, so they're audible and tactile, but they're a lot to be desired. That's why most owners change them out over time. So I have the Apex trigger in this one, and again, this is not stock, so I hate even doing this because I don't have one that's stock. I'm so sorry, but I changed them out because of that, because I didn't like the stock trigger, and because there was so much room for growth that it was changed out. And also with the 17 here, there's an aftermarket trigger in here, aftermarket trigger in here, and I forgot which one this is. I don't know. It's Terran Tacticals edition, but it's very nice. Anyway, a stock Glock should have better triggers, okay? Next thing, Glock Knuckle. So anybody who shot Glock will know what Glock Knuckle is. When I first picked up a Glock in the store and I went to the range, I went to go shoot it, I said, why does it hurt right here? I said, this is ridiculous. And it was because I'm left-handed, but if you look here, my middle knuckle was hitting the bottom of the trigger guard under recoil. So every time we went boop, 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 it wasn't hitting it, it was squeezing it. And what the problem was, it has a lot of real estate under here. If you notice, it's very thick. All of this is thick. Same with the 17, although Terran changed his a little bit. But if you look at the, let's just say the FN, okay, firearm is empty. If you look at the FN, you notice there's not a lot of real estate, and there's a little undercut here. So if you go back to the Glock 19, look at all that real estate on the bottom of the Glock 19, and look up top to the FN. It's thinner, and it has more of an undercut. So with Terran Tactical, he noticed that, and so he made the undercut, he carved out a little bit more space so that your knuckle could fit under, but there's still a lot of real estate right here that I don't like. Glock Knuckle isn't as prevalent on the 17 as it is on the 19, but it's still there. Now, if you look at the M&P, again, empty. You look at the M&P, it's less real estate under here. Okay, so the M&P and then the Glock 17. Look at the trigger guard. They slimmed it up. And it's because a lot of people complained about the Glock Knuckle. And so same thing with the HK. All of these are compared to the 17. Look how thin it is. Okay, so my point is the Glock Knuckle actually is aggravating when you're shooting, especially for an extended period of time at the range. All right, last reason why I think the Glock 19 or 17 is overrated is because ultimately it's overpriced. Unless you have a blue label type of situation where you get a huge discount on Glocks, I believe it's overpriced in comparison to its competitors. So like for a Gen 5, I mean, you have to see what it is in your area, but for like a Gen 5 Glock 19, I mean, with the optic cut, you're looking at $625-ish, something like that. I live in Connecticut, and I know COVID prices have raised everywhere, but you know, you go look at the CZ P10C. This doesn't have the optic cut because I got this before the optic cut version came out, but that's about $550. You know, you look at the M&P 2.0. This is the first M&P 2.0 I purchased. I don't have my EDC on here, but my EDC with the optic cut, I believe it was like, I'm trying to remember, it was like $450. It was like way cheaper than the Glock 19. So you're looking at $100, maybe $150 difference in price when you compare Glock 19's competitors. Same thing with the Glock 17. Okay, you look at this competition and you're like, I might be able to get that again $100 or so cheaper. And I know that Glock is proven and reliable and all that good stuff, and we'll get into that in the next video. But the bottom line is, for what you're buying, I think the Glock is overrated because there's so many areas where it can be improved, and it hasn't really been improved over time. I mean, yeah, they gave us the Gen 5. We had to complain about the front serrations, so they like just threw some front serrations on there. They threw an optic cut on there. They kept the sights. They kept the less than stellar trigger. I mean, so for what you're getting, it is overrated, I believe. But there are some great pros to why I believe that the Glock 19/17 is not overrated, and we're going to get into that in another video. So you guys let me know how you feel about this video. Listen, don't throw too many tomatoes at me. I appreciate you guys commenting below. Let's get into a respectful debate. Let's see how it goes. And listen, if you guys haven't checked out Better Holsters, please go check them out. BetterHolsters.com, 32 icon for 10% off your order. Thank you, Better Holsters. And thank you guys for watching. I hope you're doing well, treating one another with kindness, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.